The weekly Serenet, featuring club news, trivia, and check-ins from some of the nicest hams in the universe, starts in 5 minutes. Get ready for the weekly SarahNet starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good evening, Sarah and friends. CQ, this is the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Tuesday Night Net. My name is Gary. My personal call is Alpha 8 Charlie Sierra, sometimes known as Custom Select, and I'll be your net control operator this evening using the club call W8WKY. We meet on this repeater every Tuesday night at 8 p.m., and we encourage all amateurs to participate. This is controlled net. Please direct traffic through net control. As always, priority and emergency traffic may break into this net at any time. This evening, we will take in and out traffic first, followed by a round of regular check-ins, and we'll turn it over to me, apprentice, trivia master. Yeah, we got to scratch master. Just apprentice trivia. Anyway, before we get started, just a couple of announcements. All right, first we have our annual family picnic will be held Sunday, August 18th from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. This year the picnic will be held in the shelter at the Wadsworth Eagles Eyrie. This event is for club, their friends, and invitees only. That means bring a friend if you would like. That's what that means. And, of course, your family. Sarah will provide the main course of burgers, hot dogs, and sausage. And I got to tell you, we're going to get some good burger burners out there doing this barbecue. So you want to get in and make sure you get an RSVP. And Sarah members are asked to bring a side dish to share and drinks for yourself and your family. We will have water there, but if you want something special, if you want to bring pop or whatever, you'll have to bring that yourself. The meal will begin at 2 o'clock. The whole thing starts at 1. We're going to eat at 2, and we're going to have a cornhole tournament, so start picking up sides. And we'll see who the cornhole champion of the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association might be. So that's what's going on there. Okay. Also, our next Sarah meeting will be August 15th. Oh yeah. It's going to be a good meeting. We will be talking about, we'll put the final touches on the picnic. We will also have a presentation by Ken Dorsey, who will talk to us about using the ICOM remote control software to control a number of ICOM radios. It should be a very interesting presentation. And I do thank Ken for stepping up to the plate and picking that up. That's all I have as far as announcements are concerned. Does anyone else have any announcements for the group or the good of the cause? Come now. All right, nothing heard. As I mentioned, we'll do in and out traffic first, followed by a round of regular check-ins, and then we'll go to the trivia master. That would be me. When checking in, please give me your call sign, your name, and your location. At this time, I'll take in and out traffic for the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Tuesday Night Net. Please call W8WKY.
W8.
Whiskey, Bravo 8, Victor, Mike Whiskey, Jim in Barberton. Kilo Delta 8 Echo Papa Charlie Kitty EPC Dustin and Medina.
Whiskey 8 Tango Mike Choo-Choo's in green.
Whiskey 8 Charlie Tango Mike Curie at Portage Lakes.
November 8 Whiskey Sugar Bill in New London.
Kilo Echo 8 Zulu November Foxtrot Craig in Jackson Township.
Kilo Echo 8 Yankee November Juliet K8YJ John in Norton.
Kilo Echo 8 Tango Lima Bravo KE8 TLB Randy and Rittman. I'll be in and out, and thank you there, Custom Select. Appreciate you. 73, God bless. This month. So, Choo-Choos, good to hear you. W8CTM, NAWS, the National Weather Service, KE8ZNF, KE8YNJ. Good evening to you, John. That's who I have so far. Any other check-ins? Any other in and out check-ins, please? Come on down.
Kilo Echo 8 India Mike Echo David Sterling. In and out.
Lynn Richfield. I'll be in and out.
All right, we had a nice little double there. KE8IME was on top. Got you in the log, have you in and out. And the Richfield station, please come back and re-identify, please.
Okay, Gary, please check in KD8JNX Brooker. I'm mobile in Richfield. I'll be in and out.
All right, Brooker, very good. KD8JNX Mobile, I have you in and out. Good to hear you this evening, and hope to talk to you again real soon. Hope the job is treating you well now that you're back as a working stiff. So anyway, good to hear you. All right, anybody else? Last call for in and out traffic. Last call for in and out traffic, please call W8WKY. Kilo Echo 8 Tango Lima Bravo KE8 TLB Randy and Rittman. I'll be in and out. Thanks, Gary. You ran the bus right over me, so I had to recheck in. So, all right, 73. God bless. All right, Randy. Well, I'm sorry I did that. Hopefully you're still intact, and we're going to have to let Nick drive the bus. He's a much more better driver than I am, that's for sure. All right, we have KE8TLB in the log. All right, very good. Let's see if there's anybody else out there that would like to come join this net, participate in the trivia question, and tell us what's going on in your life. So this is W8WKY, looking for regular check-ins.
Kilo Echo 8 Whiskey Victor Victor KE8WVV Ethan in Manaway.
This is Alpha India 5 Hotel Victor, Greg in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma.
All right, we have KE8WVV and AI5HV. Good to hear you, Greg, from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. And Ethan, good to hear you as well. Stand by. We'll get right back to you here in a few minutes. Anybody else for tonight's net? Give me a call.
Kilo Echo 8, Zulu Zulu Romeo, KE8 ZZR, Harry and Wadsworth.
W8WKY, this is Kilo Delta 8 Sierra Lima Golf, KD8 SLG, Nick in Orville.
Kilo Charlie 8, Hotel Delta Papa, KC8 HDP, Jerry in Shreve.
John in Maslin.
Kilo Golf. Correction. Kilo 4 Oscar Golf. K4OG Mark and Copley.
Whiskey Oscar 3 X-Ray, WO3X, John in Cuyahoga Falls.
That's Joe in Akron.
KC8 FQV, good evening, Mark, Case FQV.
Kilo Echo 8, Victor Zulu Alpha, KE8 VZA, Eric in Strongsville.
Kilo Alpha 8, Mike November Tango, Tom in Canton.
All right, nicely done. I'll tell you, only one hiccup here. We have KE8 ZZR Harry. Congratulations on getting the general ticket there, buddy. Nice job. KD8 SLG Nick. I wish you were driving the bus, buddy. KC8 HDP Jerry, good to hear you. W8ELM, the true master of trivia. KE8 UIB. John, good to hear you, and I'm sure your parents are online or at least listening to me, so that's very cool. K4OG, whoever that might be, holy cow, WO3X, and here's where the hiccup was. Joe from Akron, I did not catch your call because John stepped all over you. Bad, John, bad. Anyway, Joe, can you come back and re-identify?
Sure thing, Gary. It's Kilo Echo 8, Victor, Quebec X-Ray, KE8 VQX, Joe in Akron.
All right, Joe, thanks for that. I should have known that, but I just couldn't quite pull it out. But thanks for stopping by this evening. Stand by. We're going to get right back to you here shortly. KC8FQV was also in there, KE8VZA. Eric Strongsville, man, I'll tell you, according to the radar, you guys got hit pretty hard this afternoon, so we'll be listening for that report. And last but certainly not least, KA8MNT. Good evening, Tom. All right, let's make another call here for regular check-ins. If you'd like to join this motley crew, do a little trivia, have a little fun, boogie down, come on down, as a matter of fact. All right, not a bad start. So let's kick it off with the trivia question. I think I have it here someplace. I do apologize ahead of time. I'm not the trivia master. There's only one trivia master, and that is ELM. At any rate, here you go. In the TV series Game of Thrones, the rugged and weather-beaten capes worn by the Night's Watch gave them their realistic, iconic look by using what surprising and unusual material? Your choices are canvas tarps, letter A. Letter B, burlap sacks. Letter C, IKEA rugs. Letter D, wool blankets. And letter E, leather. There you have it. All right, I'll repeat that question. In the TV series Game of Thrones, the rugged and weather-beaten capes worn by the Night's Watch gave them their realistic, iconic look by using what surprising and unusual material? Your choices are canvas tarps, burlap sacks, that's A and B. Letter C is IKEA rugs. Letter D is wool blankets. Letter E, leather. There you have it. There you have it. All right. Let's head up to the top of my list. KE8WVV. Ethan, how you doing, buddy? Good to hear you.
Wet. KE8WVV. That's the answer. I'm wet. Had a lot of rainfall and had to push tarp / untarp lawnmower into the garage quickly before it got too bad. Had to put away some lawn stuff, wheelbarrow, a couple things like that, and it was wet, to say the least. So got that all picked up in the middle of a torrential downpour, and let me tell you, it's hard to move a lawnmower with no steering. That's a hard thing to do. Anyways, we went out and got some errands done today, and got to go play with some friends' puppies that I think they're 5 weeks old on Tuesday, maybe? No, Thursday? Yeah, I think they're 5 weeks on Thursday. So, very bouncy pups, and we definitely got them tuckered out. They got to play outside and romp around through the bushes and all that. So, that was fun. And what else do we have? Well, we had a tornado warning after the torrential downpour. And I have gotten a couple badge reels, and I'm trying to make them work as a winch for some of my 1/24th scale trucks. And so far I've got the one working, and I just need to route out the front bumper. And the other one, I need to figure out how to mount it to the frame because it's got a little bit different. It's got a shorter wheelbase, so that electronics are laid out differently. Other than that, I don't know much else. My cat all length for me, and I'm gonna go see what he wants now. Anyways, KE8WVV, back to the net. 73.
All right, Ethan. Would you mind terribly, and if you don't want to answer this question, I don't have a problem with that, but how old are you?
I am 15, and I just realized I forgot the trivia question, too. I'm answering to the net.
All right, Ethan, you're starting to break up just a little bit there. I didn't get your trivia answer, so why don't you come back real quick with that, please?
I bumped the power up. Let's try this. I'm going to answer IKEA rugs, and I'm 15, so yeah, back to the net. I can hear the rain now. KE8WVV.
All right, Ethan. Yeah, I got your age the first time. Got you down for letter C, which is IKEA rugs. And I'll tell you, you impressed me, sir. You really impressed me. You are one of the busiest, constructively busiest young men that I know. So I really applaud you for all your endeavors and all your projects that you work on. So keep up the great work. All right, we're going to clear with WVV. Let's pick up Greg from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. AI5HV, this is W8WKY.
WKY, this is Alpha India 5, Hotel Victor. Good evening to everyone listening on the net. So my answer to the trivia question is C, IKEA rugs.
All right, got you down for letter C. Anything else going on in Broken Arrow?
Well, it's definitely warm down here today. I think we got up to around 103, 104 actual temperature with the heat index. We were about 110, 111, something like that. So it was definitely warm down here. I did want to mention that if I can, there was a gentleman by the name of Raul Anders. He's one of the 3 VECs for, one of the 16 VECs for North America, and the National Electronics Museum is going to be hosting a Zoom training class, technician training class, starting September 5th to October 15th, about 7 sessions, and it starts about 6:30 p.m. I've got that posted on several different Facebook group pages, but don't think I got it on the Sarah Club page if you guys have one.
Well, we don't do a lot with Facebook. However, I would certainly like to spread that information to the group. And if you wouldn't mind sending me something, I would certainly make sure that it gets out to our club. You can get me at my call, my personal call, aahcs@arrl.net, and that's probably the easiest way to do it. Also, my contact information is on the club webpage. Just get it to us, and we'll take care of it. Anything else, Greg, before we move along?
No, not at all, Gary. Thank you so much for running net tonight. Been bouncing around from one net to the next net, so appreciate you guys. Always look forward to participating in your net in the evening. I'm friends with Dustin and Nick up there. They help run the Border Breaker net on Wednesday, and I run it the first hour on Tuesday. So with that, I'll turn it back over to you and say 7-3. Blessings to everyone listening on the net. This is Alpha India 5, Hotel Victor, and look for my email on the training class that I talked about, 7-3.
All right, roger that, Greg, and do appreciate you stopping by and saying hello, and I do apologize that you happen to be friends with Dustin and Nick. I know that that's a heavy load to carry. Sorry. Also, 110, 111 degrees. Oh yeah, I'm not missing that. My daughter lives in Austin, Texas, and they get that kind of weather as well, and it's not fun. Anyway, take care. Stay cool. We'll talk to you again real soon. We're going to clear with AI5HV. Let's pick up Harry in Wadsworth, KE8ZZR. Again, Harry, congratulations on the general ticket.
W8WKY, this is KE8ZZR. Good evening, Gary. Good evening to everybody on the net. Yes, thanks, Gary, for the compliments there. I'm definitely glad that's behind me. I started this endeavor out late last year, studying for my technicians, took the test in January, and then I plowed through and went right through the general here. So I've accomplished a goal. It's something I've wanted to do since I've been in high school, so I feel very good about that. Anyways, with the trivia, I'm going to go with B. I really don't have a clue, so I'm just grabbing B for my answer B as in Bravo. Getting ready for a couple camping trips. I'll be leaving tomorrow and then be back for a couple days next week, and then off again and coming back for the Sarah picnic. So other than that, that's about it. I'll turn it back to Net Controls. Gary, you have a nice evening. This is KE8ZZR Claire.
All right, Harry, thank you for that. And now that you mentioned the Sarah picnic, I realize I did not mention that the sign-up is available on our webpage, w8wky.org. Just go up there and in the total, just put the total number of people. That's what we're looking for. We just need to know how much food to burn, and we're looking forward to that for sure. All right, Harry, take care. Safe travels, and we'll see you at the picnic. Maybe I'm not sure if you'll be at the meeting or not, but we'll see you soon. That's for sure. All right, we're clear with ZZR. Let's pick up KD8SLG. Hey, Nick, what's happening?
W8WKY, this is KD8SLG. Good evening, Gary, and all the Sarah Club netizens. Well, I'd like to start tonight with my haiku. I've got a haiku for tonight. Summer's almost gone. Club picnic is next weekend. Hope to see you there. All right, I got that out of the way. So, club picnic is next weekend. Club meeting is next week. Things are just rolling along here. Tomorrow night, Thursday night, this Thursday night, Worcester Club meeting, NHCD is going to be giving a presentation on APRS. And I plan on being there and attending that. I'm kind of excited about it, actually. So that's what I got going on. Definitely looking forward to the picnic and, of course, the meeting next week. And don't forget, we meet at, some of us meet at Casa Nuestra for dinner at 5 o'clock before the meeting. All are welcome. So don't miss that. It's KD8SLG, back to Net Control. Thanks, Gary.
All right, Nick, very good. Happy to hear that. I had forgotten. I had looked at the schedule of presentations, and I didn't realize that, or I had forgotten actually, that NHCD was going to do that presentation. That sounds quite interesting, and we're going to see if we can make that as well. Things are starting to loosen up on the household here, so. Maybe that's a possibility. We'll see. We'll see how that works. All right, we're going to clear with KD8SLG. Thanks for being here, Nick. Thanks for all you do for the club. And you have a great evening. All right, we're going to clear with SLG. Let's pick up Jerry, KC8HDP. And Jerry will be turning the dials next Tuesday night. So, what say you, Jerry? And, Jerry, hey, stand by. Nick, you didn't give me an answer to the trivia question. Please? Over.
I was waiting for that. KD8SLG returning. My initial reaction was IKEA rugs. So I'm going to go with Charlie. And it's not because I know anything or because I think that's the actual answer, but I'm still using IKEA furniture that I bought like right after college. Love that stuff. I've got to go with IKEA. Charlie it is. KD8SLG, back to Net Control.
All right, you should never pick Charlie. You know that. All right, we're going to clear with KD8SLG. Now, Jerry, it's all you. KC8HDP to take it. AA8CS.
Good evening, Gary, and everyone on the net. I'm going to answer the trivia question so I don't forget. I have never seen Game of Thrones, and I've never been in an IKEA store. Let's see. I'll go with Delta wool blankets. Have no clue. Well, had lunch today with the Wayne Aries group, and it was great to have just Nick there. But then on the way home by the Shreve Swamp, a deer come up out of the depression there and ran right in front of my car, and I hit it squarely. So going for an estimate tomorrow to fix the damage from that. Let's see, had a Skywarn net tonight. I had some nasty weather go through. So fortunately here in Shreve, in Wayne County, there didn't seem to be any damage. Wayne Amateur Radio Club meeting tomorrow night. Looking forward to that. Always great to hear John, NHCD, excellent presenter, and one of the best net operators you'll ever hear. So anyway, looking forward to the club picnic as well. And next Thursday is the Sarah Club meeting already. It'll already be the third one next week. So. Very good. Looking forward to Ken's presentation there. Well, I'm going to stop rambling on and send things back to you, Gary. Thanks for doing the net this evening. W8WKY in the net from KC8HDP 73.
All right, Jerry, very good. And as I mentioned earlier, Jerry will be turning the dials next week on this very net. We appreciate him doing that. And he does a stand-up job, that's for sure. Hey, Jerry, I'm really sorry, man, that you hit a deer. That's just awful. I don't think there's anything worse than that. I do remember a deer rolled over up and over my wife's minivan a few years ago. And, boy, I'll tell you, things can do some damage, so hopefully yours wasn't too awfully bad. All right, Jerry, take care, and we'll talk to you. Hopefully we'll see you this week. I'm planning on it anyway. We'll clear with HC8HDP. Let's go to the master of trivia, the true master of trivia, the supreme master of trivia. W8ELN to take it, AAHCS. Good morning, or good evening, Eric.
Well, are you going to have the Supreme Master of Trivia do it, or do you want me?
You play with me. No, you're the Supreme Master. You know it. Everybody knows it. W8ELN to take it, AAHCS. Doing business tonight as W8WKY.
Very good, W8WKY from W8ELM. Great question, Gary, and I'm pretty sure it's A, C, or E. Those seem to be the most likely ones. I have never seen a Game of Thrones series or played the game or know anything about it, but oh goodness, what am I going to go with here? You were a teacher too, so I know the correct answer can't be C, although that would be my first choice. I carry wool blankets in the back of each car all year round because if they get wet, they still keep you warm. Mine are bright orange and definitely wouldn't make good capes unless you were some kind of a superhero, I guess. But anyway, I want to say C, but put me down for D, wool blankets. I spent some time up at Rittman tonight for National Night Out, and Jerry probably would have been there helping out also, but he got stuck running the Skywatch net, which we checked into from up in Rittman, and thank you for doing that. And let's see, I guess that's about it here, so I'll turn it back to net. Good to hear everybody tonight. Thanks for running the net, Gary. W8WKY from W8ELM.
All right, Eric. You know, I got to say, you do such a fabulous job with the question, and I thought maybe Game of Thrones was a bit more ubiquitous than evidently it is. So, honestly, well, I guess you got to like that genre, but it's kind of a very interesting show, kind of different, kind of, I don't know. I don't know how to go about that. But anyway, I got you down for Delta there, and Jerry's down for Delta as well. But it's a good show. It's a good show. If you get a chance to take it in, I think it's like 8 seasons. Last season was interesting, but I think they kind of rushed the conclusion. That was my take on it anyway. All right, we're going to clear with ELM. Eric, you have a fabulous evening, and we'll talk to you again real soon. KE8UIB to take it, AA8CS. Good evening, John. How are you?
AA8CS from KE8UIB. Good evening, Gary. Everybody out there on the net. Well, I'm living the $5 dream a nickel at a time. Hi, hi. Just enjoying my Tuesday evening, playing some radio and listening to the net. Messaging back and forth with my mom and dad, and they're going to go with B, Bravo, on the trivia answer. And I think I'm going to go ahead and take A for Alpha. I just don't have the heart to see you stump us, so I'm hoping somebody else will pick E, just so it fills in the gap and you can't stump us. Hi, hi. With that, I hope everybody's having a good evening and stuff, as I'm just sitting here enjoying the net, playing some radio. With that, this is KE8UIB. I'm going to go ahead and hand this back over to you, Gary. 7-3, y'all.
All right, John, very good. Got your mom and dad down for B, and I got you down for Alpha. See how that all pans out. You take care of yourself. Have a just a terrific Tuesday night here, and play some radio. Have some fun. All right, we're going to clear with the $5 dream, and let's pick up K4OG. Oh, God, here we go. K4OG to take it. AA8CS doing business tonight as W8WKY.
W8WKY, K4OG. Nice one, Gary, with the W8WKY at the tail end. The trivia question. Well, I didn't even know there was an E answer. I stopped right at IKEA rugs. That's just hilarious, but I think I might have heard that, but I'm not sure. So it's a guess. What's going on? Let's see. I want to say hi to Harry and congratulations on passing his general. I forgot to do that last net. And Jerry, I'm so sorry you hit the deer. Yeah, my wife hit one of me as a passenger. We went over a hill, and I just froze. I went, and she dodged the first deer and hit the second one head on. She asked, well, can we still drive it? And I looked down and was like, no, it's bleeding Klingon blood, the green stuff. Yeah, I've just certified one of Jim's, the third one of Jim's Attic Masters antennas. It's certified for tornadic weather, guaranteed. Jim's got it spot on, the measurements, everything's just right. I don't think I have to test those again. I got 3 of them in the truck, tested and certified. I think Jim's got a couple. All Jim asks in return, if you want one, is pay his dues for another year or donate it straight to the club. And I know 2 hams with first-hand experience installing them in the attic if you need assistance with that. Oh, I've probably said enough now. I better turn it back to you, Gary. K4OG.
K4OG, W8WKY. All right, Mark, very good. Yeah, you know, you got to be nimble, which I'm not, and you got to be sharp, which I'm not. But at least I try. I do try. All right, Mark, thanks for the kind word there. And I'm telling you, deers are dangerous. They really are, man. You can get hurt. You can hurt your car and obviously hurt them too, that's for sure. Mark, take care. Talk to you again real soon. You have a fabulous evening, and we'll do this again. We're going to clear with K4OG WO3X. Good evening, John, my favorite zero station. How you doing?
Good evening, Gary, and all on the net. This is WO3X, John in Cuyahoga Falls, doing pretty good here. And yeah, I had a car totaled by a buck. Now the reason it was totaled was because there was some incidental damage that made the cost of the repair more than the car was worth at that time. But all that got damaged was the grill and the hood. The grill was attached to the front edge of the hood, so when this buck, this was on Riverview Road, just north of those yellow buildings there at Vaughan Road. This was on Riverview Road, and so the buck was running down the middle of the road on the asphalt, and he didn't have good traction, and he wanted to go toward the east. So he was southbound on Riverview Road, wanted to go east. So he's trying to make this turn, and he jumped up on the front of my car there, in front of the grill, and that's how he damaged it. And then the next day, I was driving another car, and a fellow employee was behind me on his motorcycle, and he said that buck was coming along the west side of Riverview Road and heading straight for my car, but he ended up being behind it in front of the motorcycle. So he didn't get me that time. So that's the story there. On the trivia question, it seems like it was maybe a low budget TV show, and leather would probably be the best suitable material, but being that it was low budget, I say that they would go with the IKEA rugs, which would maybe work as good as the leather, maybe not quite as good for blocking liquids and stuff, but pretty good. So I'm going to go with C, Charlie, for the trivia question, even though it's against the postulate there. With that, back to the net, WAWKY, this is WO3X.
WO3X, WAWKY. All right, John, I'll tell you, that's one of the problems with driving at night, and especially if you're out and away from the city more so. But although the deer they're everywhere now, apparently. But I really did hate driving 224, going to Alliance to where my dad's house from here. Taking 224 all the way out to like 44, I think. I hang a right. But man, you're out there. It's dark. There's just not a whole lot of traffic typically. Just a perfect opportunity. It's a perfect storm for running into a deer. Anyway, John, good to hear you this evening, and you take care of yourself. Have a fabulous evening. We'll talk to you again soon. We're going to clear with WO3X. Let's pick up KE8VQX. Joe, to take it, AA8CS, doing business as WAWKY.
W8WKY, this is KE8VQX. Thanks for getting me in there, Gary. Before I forget, I think my answer for the trivia is going to be C, Charlie, knowing your aversion to C, Charlie, when Eric does it. I think that was a good answer. So I'm going to go with the IKEA rugs. Anyway, left town last Sunday just for a simple round trip to Fort Myers and back. Got down there, landed in a tropical storm. It got worse. Spent 3 days down there, and then they finally give me an airplane to fly back up here and land right in front of a bunch of tornadoes. So maybe it's me. Anyway, hope everyone has a nice night, and look forward to talking to everyone tomorrow. This is KE8VQX, back to W8WKY.
All right, Joe, very good. Oh, boy, yeah. Ironically, we got a bunch of wind here, but rain, 0.02 of an inch. I think rain has an aversion to my property for some reason. Even though we've had some rain here last couple of days, we are still way, way below the average for at least our area anyway. Yeah, you don't want to land an airplane in a tornado. You don't even want to land an airplane in a thunderstorm. You want to avoid all of that, for sure, as you know. Anyway, Joe, good to hear you this evening. Always a pleasure, my friend. KE8VQX will clear with you, and let's, the highlight of the evening, KC8FQV, Mark, what say you?
Oh, what's me? Well, mum's the word. Mum's the word. But for the trivia, the trivia. I think I'm going to just take C. It sort of sounded like a fun one, but I didn't hear it. I heard it a little bit, but I didn't hear the whole thing. So we stopped out Oklahoma, and their net. Yeah, I found my other phone. I thought I lost it. Yeah, the garage decided to swallow it. The garage swallowed the phone. I wonder how can a garage swallow a phone? I don't know. But it didn't like it, so it left it behind. It didn't want it. So I found it. So now I got two phones. I got my good phone and the backup phone I didn't trade in. Because I don't trade the phones, and I keep them. They're good for Wi-Fi and good for whatever else. But yeah, C is the trivia. And, there's a car cruise tomorrow night in Ravenna. But then on Thursday, that's the big one. Yeah, a radio cruise the P-Cars group's doing. Port Cars, PORTCARS.org from 6 to 8. And it's in Ravenna. It's 769 East Main Street, which is also 59 A&W, 6 to 8. And they're going to use the 14. That'll probably be hanging around the 140-6895 repeater, which requires the PL-10 118. So other than that, I think 118.9, whatever the 118 is. And great hearing you, Gary. Yeah, you came back from Austin. Yeah, my brother is back from Austin, but he's going to go back. And he's coming back at the end of the month. He's going to be back again at the end of the month for 3 or 4 days. So, we'll send it back your way, Gary, and we got another day, Gary, so you'll be able to sleep in. So, that's right. You got another 24 or 40, 20 or 24 or 30 hours before your morning net. So, we'll send it back your way. KCFQE.
KC8FQV, this is W8WKY. Mark, garages swallow everything. Don't ever forget it. They're cannibals. They'll even eat themselves. All right, we're going to clear with KC8FQV. Eric, Strongsville, tell me about the rain. KE8VZA, this is W8WKY.
W8WKY in the group. This is KE8VZA. We did get some rain in Strongsville, not really that much. Some wind, a few little branches down, nothing to worry about. But up at work at Cleveland, in Cleveland near the airport, it was pretty bad. Our power went out, and a tree across the street knocked into the building over there. Not our building, but anyway, horizontal rain was kind of cool to watch. Anyway, trivia, I'm going to go with Charlie. I have not seen more than a few minutes of Game of Thrones when it was airing on some channel other than Cinemax, because we don't have Cinemax. But it looked interesting. Eventually, someday I'll watch it. And just a tip, if you like Game of Thrones, another show kind of in that genre that's a little more rooted in history, sort of, is The Last Kingdom, and it's on Netflix. It ran for like 5 seasons, and they did some sort of follow-on mini-series. I haven't watched that part yet. Very good. England in the mid-800s, and the battles between all the different kingdoms there. RSVP for the picnic. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to the meeting. Congrats to Harry on his upgrade. And let's see, multi-club meet and greet this past Saturday was awesome. K4OG's potato salad was very good. Enjoyed that. And I lost my first car, a 1968 Skylark, to Bambi's mom, who happened to be strolling about in the middle of I-90 just east of Buffalo one January Eve in 1984. Seems like a lifetime ago. But yeah, took out that Skylark quite handily, and Bambi's mom gave her life in the process. But anyway, that's another story for another time. KE8VZA back to net control.
KE8VZA, W8WKY. All right, Eric, very good. The Last Kingdom. Fabulous, fabulous series. That's one you can't walk away from. It's historical fiction, which, I mean, the things that they talk about actually happen, but obviously the story is the story is the story. But different genre, but very, very cool. And like you said, very similar as well. I would say Game of Thrones is more in the fantasy, in the Tolkien flavor of things. It creates its own world and all that stuff, and it's really, but it's really well done. It is really well done. Of course, you got to like the fantasy type of thing, but it's very cool. All right, Eric, thanks for stopping by this evening, and we'll talk to you again real soon. We're going to clear with VZA. Let's pick up Tom in Canton. K8MNT to take it. AA8CS. Doing business as W8WKY.
W8WKY, this is KA8MNT. Good evening, Gary, and everybody else that's on the net this evening. Well, I've never seen Game of Thrones, and it surprised me that they wore capes or anything like that. So, I don't know. The weirdest one on there that I can think of that would be made into a cape would have to be, a rug. I don't care where you buy it, it's just not right. Okay. I mean, when I was a kid, we used bed sheets and bath towels for our capes, and they worked. We could fly and everything. Oh, let's see, cars. Well, I had a deer. I hit a deer on Route 21 going north towards when I was going to work in Medina, and it took out the front end of the car. And that was probably about $3,500 worth of damage. About 3-4 years later, I was going to work in Medina about 3 o'clock in the morning, and hey, I saw 6 pairs of eyeballs bobbing up and down in the road in front of me. Well, they left my lane, and just as I got within about 20 feet, the last 2 of them went back the other way. And they went up in my wheel well and the whole 9 yards and did $4,700 to my Malibu, and they were just little raccoons. So, yeah, they can be dangerous too. Hey, with that, I'm going to say 7-3s, everybody. Stay safe, stay healthy. Keep smiling. This is Kilo Alpha 8, Mike November Tango. Return everything back over to WAWKY.
All right, Tom, thank you for being here, and got you down for C. I'm going to go right to the trivia question. We got about 5 minutes till 9. I know a number of you want to go to the WatchNet, but I'm sure you're chomping at the bit to get the answer to tonight's trivia question. The question was, in the TV series Game of Thrones, the red and beaten capes worn by the Night's Watch gave them this realistic, iconic look, and there was, the question was, what surprising and unusual material did the costume designers use to recreate or create these capes? We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 answers. I hope I didn't give it away by making it distractor letter C, but it was IKEA rugs. Kind of interesting. Here's a little bit more information about that. While it's not common for costume designers to use household items like IKEA rugs, it highlights their creativity and resourcefulness. Costume designers often repurpose everyday materials to achieve a specific look, texture, or authenticity that might be difficult or expensive to achieve otherwise. In the case of Game of Thrones, the use of IKEA rugs helped create the rugged and heavy look of the Night's Watch capes, fitting perfectly with the harsh conditions of the setting. Costume designers started with the cheap and cut, shaved, dyed, and distressed them to give them or an authentic medieval type of appearance. And Anyway, concluding, this clever choice also underscores the practical challenges of costume design in large-scale productions, where cost, durability, and appearance all play crucial roles. And I was going to say the Night's Watch, it was way north, the northern area, and this huge wall, and it was to protect the southern fiefdoms, I suppose. Anyway, with that, let me grab another second. And let's see if there's anybody else out there that would like to join this motley crew. Well, I should finish this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The correct answers were K8WVV. Ethan got it right off the bat, followed by Greg from Broken Arrow there, AI5HV. KD8SLG nailed it. K4OGW3X had the right answer. KE8VQX, KC8FQV, KE8. Now, Mark gets it right, and he doesn't even hear the whole question. Huh? How's that? KE8VZA, Eric was right on, as was Tom, KA8MNT. I will give credit also although not in the count, to W8ELN because I know he knew the answer. And he just didn't want to choose C. All right, that's all I got. Anybody else want to join us before we pull the plug tonight? Give me a call.
KC8DEP.
WB4IZ.
All right, KC8DET, WB4AIZ. Good evening, Chuck. Haven't heard you in a while. Let's see, KC8DET to take it, AAHCS. Good evening.
Hey, Gary, it's Brenda. It's a P on the end, not a T. But I hope everything's well with everybody. We're just pulling in the... And KC8DEO is here with me, so you can check us both in. 73s.
You know, Brenda, I knew that. I really did. I didn't place the voice though, for whatever reason. Maybe it's because I haven't talked to you in a while. Anyway, you two have a great evening, and we'll talk to you again real soon. Yeah, I got KC8DEO in the log as well. Brenda, Benny, take care. Talk soon. Let's see, Chuck in downtown Florida. WB4AIZ, what say you?
Oh, we ain't got time for the rain, that's for sure. We had enough rain over the weekend. But now Debbie's not doing Florida anymore. She's doing New Jersey and maybe Pennsylvania. Anyways, sorry about that. Anyways, we have our... Boy, did we have some rain and close lightning and, oh boy, all the good stuff, you know, all the watches and warnings. So we're, my assisted living made it okay, no problem at all. So, boy, it was coming down. So, we're doing good. It seems to be a nut night. Oh, my goodness, I've been busy. Anyways, back to the control, WB4AIZ.
All right, Chuck, you're sounding good, and I'm glad to hear that you're doing well, and you're keeping busy. That's real important. We'll talk to you again real soon, Chuck. Don't be a stranger on the barometer net in the mornings. So you take care. Have a great evening. We'll talk soon, as I said. All right, we're at the bottom of the list and the bottom of the net. Is there anybody else who would like to check in? Last minute check in. We're going to pull the plug right soon. Right soon. Anybody else before we do that?
Kilo 6 Kilo Julia Victor. Kilo 6 Kilo Julia Victor. Kevin in Valley Springs, California, with the in and out. God bless and 73, everyone.
All right, Kevin, thank you very much for stopping by and saying hello. K6KJV, got you in the log, Kevin. You take care. Have a great evening, and we'll talk to you again soon. I know the barometer net in the morning is awfully early for you, but I do believe that's the first time I heard this call, if I'm not mistaken. So, at any rate, good to hear you this evening. With that, we're at the bottom of the list, bottom of the net. I want to thank everybody who participated in tonight's net, all the listeners, all the scanners. I do appreciate you all because it is you all that make this net the success that it is. Don't forget the drive time barometer net, Monday through Saturday at the ungodly hours, 7 a.m. That would be Eastern time. And next Tuesday, as I said earlier, Jerry, KC8HDP, will be turning the dial, so drop by and say hello. With that, this is W8WKY, and the net control operator, Alpha Alpha 8 Charlie Sierra. We return this repeater back to regular amateur radio use 73. Everybody have a fantastic evening, and don't forget to watch net. W8WKY, AA8CS. We're clear.
KD8SLG, KD2HCE, throw me in the revolving door.
This is KD8SLG. I think I heard my call sign there, but I'm already over on the WatchNet. What's up?
I thought you were logging. Throw me in and out if you're still logging.
Got him.
Thank you. 7-3, everybody. Have a good night. KD2HCE clear.
Yeah, Gary didn't know we were running a shadow net on NetLogger tonight. I just did it for fun. I'm over on the WatchNet. That is KD8 QGQ 146670 PL 71.9 negative offset, but your radio should know that. This is KD8SLG. I'm QSY over to WatchNet.
W8WKY.